We're in November, we've had our first snow here in Ottawa, and October real estate stats are out. We've learned that the number of properties sold so far in 2023 is down 12.3% when compared to the same time last year. In this video, I'll touch on Ottawa's current freehold and condo inventory. We'll of course cover current average prices and see how far we've fallen. Let's go. My name is Roch St. George. I'm a real estate broker in Ottawa. I help families and individuals with the purchase, sale, or rental of real estate in our beautiful city. To set the tone, I want to start off by showing this chart from CREA and Mortgage Logic, which was posted by Ben Rabideau. It shows the increase in monthly mortgage payments for residential mortgages since 2016. We've gone from an average monthly payment under $2,000 a month up until 2023, we've now hit about $3,500 a month. We can also look at the Housing Affordability Index published by the Bank of Canada, which shows housing-related expenses as a share of disposable income. Has also risen sharply since about 2021. We're now seeing individuals spend about 50% of that income for housing expenses. Now for local stats, in October, members of the Ottawa Real Estate Board sold a total of 816 residential properties, down 2.7% over October of last year. Volume, however, is down 56.4% compared to October 2020. Yeah, a drop of 50% in just 3 years. Here's a chart from OREB showing sales per week for both residential and condo class properties. We can see in the light blue color 2023 sales per week. We are at or just slightly above 2022 levels, which are shown in green. And yes, we are below each of the other years shown in the graph. In October, the average sale price of residential freehold and condo properties was $660,836. Prices are up 2.9% when compared to last October. Year to date, however, the average sale price in Ottawa is down 5.9%. Let's look at the weekly chart of residential freehold and condo prices in blue. We can see 2023 price levels. We are currently trending at or just below 2022 and 2023 price levels. Winter is generally a slower market, and with higher interest rates, I can see average prices for Ottawa continuing to trend lower into the winter months as demand is weak. We may even get to 2020 prices if the trend continues further. Now, median days on market, properties are staying on the market roughly 22 days. This has remained relatively stable as we saw properties take about 21 days back in October of 2022. We are, however, up quite a bit when compared to October 2020, when it took about 8 days to sell a property in Ottawa. Median days on market remain similar for both condo and freehold properties. In October, the median for condos was 24 days on market, while the median days for freehold was 22 days. List price to sold price ratio in October, sellers received an average of 97.5% of their original asking price. If we remember, in October of 2020, the market was on fire with low interest rate and the environment we were in. Back then, sellers were receiving 104.6% of their asking price. Now let's talk about inventory in Ottawa. Inventory is now at 3.8 months. That's for both freehold and residential condominium properties. They were at 0.9 and 0.8 months of inventory back in October of 2021-2020, so we're definitely higher. Inventory has been trending up since we saw the Bank of Canada start their rate hike cycle back in March 2022. But looking back 10 years, we can see we've hit peak inventory levels in the winter of 2014, 2015, 2016, where inventory was well above the 6 months and at times above 8 months of inventory. We're currently heading into the winter months and rates are higher than they were back then, which could translate into fewer buyers. Will we see inventory tick back up past 5 months or even 6 months? It's quite possible. Some property types are already staying on the market longer than others. Looking at the Ottawa downtown condo market, including Sandy Hill, Lower Town, and Centertown, we currently have 5.2 months of inventory. So if you own a condo downtown and are looking to sell in the springtime, now would be a good time to think about listing it. Looking at active listings in October, we had 3,062 active listings on the local MLS here in the city, up 16.7% over last October. To give us a perspective, we can also look at the 10-year chart. Active listings remain quite low when compared to the period between 2013 and 2017. We had about 1,895 new listings hit the market in October, up from 6.6% a year ago. Once again, we aren't coming close to the peaks in new listings coming to the market that we've seen in the past 10 years. Let's see over the next coming months if we see more listings hit the market as more and more people are seeing their mortgage coming up for renewal. These higher interest rates may force some homeowners to either amortize the mortgage over a longer period of time or simply sell the property if they can't afford their payments. Before we discuss current news and market data, if you've so far enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. If you know somebody that would benefit from seeing this video, be sure to share it with them. I'll be posting a separate video on the current rental market, so if that is of interest to you, you know what to do. Now let's talk about what we've been seeing in the news. First off, the federal government plans to build an additional 2,800 rental units by March 2024 in Ottawa, Calgary, Edmonton, and St. John's on land that they currently own. This is part of the federal government's goal to build 29,200 homes on public land by 2029. For many, these numbers seem unattainable, as this means building 5,300 affordable homes in the next 5 years, which is twice as many as they've built in the last 30 years. Let's hope we can achieve this, because these prices are getting insane. Now, a recent summary from October 25th's Bank of Canada rate hike decision has been published. If you remember, the Bank of Canada chose to not increase rates and keep them at 5%. So this article from City News is where I took this. Some members of the committee believe it's more likely that the interest rates will need to go higher to get inflation back to target levels. But other members thought its key rate is now high enough to bring inflation down, so long as the central bank maintains it at that level for long enough. This, folks, is one of the main reasons why some buyers are staying on the sidelines. Many are looking for guidance from the Bank of Canada as to when we could potentially see a price drop, or a rate drop, in the benchmark rate, which could in turn bring mortgage rates down. Others are looking at the Canada 5-year government bond, which plays a huge role in setting mortgage rates in our country. We've recently seen the bond rate drop from about 4.4% at the beginning of October to about 3.85% today. Have we seen a plateau, or are we going to see higher borrowing costs in the coming months? We'll be here on this channel to talk about it. Now, that's all for my video today. If you want to discuss the purchase, sell, or rental of a property in Ottawa, please don't hesitate to reach out to me using information on the screen. Thank you so much. Merci. Ciao. This is the end of the video. If you liked what you heard and saw, please feel free to watch this video here or that video there. Thank you. Ciao.